My name is Kartik. I'm one of the co-founders of ETHGlobal and want to welcome all of you to ETHGlobal New Delhi.
Day one of the hackathon and everybody just came in. I just want to hack. I just want to build cool stuff.
This place is surreal.
Once people come in and they get checked in, you can see their faces all smiling. And
walked in, was immediately wowing, bigger and better every year.
I skipped my exams to be here.
Like cracked devs coming here, sitting together, just building cool stuff.
the food was really amazing.
First, I took a lot of photo with a rickshaw and with this. Day two is more of like a panic mode. Okay, we have like less than 12 hours, what to build. There are so many people up in the night coding, breaking stuff, hilariously chaotic. Everyone really wants to onboard the next 1 billion people onto Web3.
This is different. There is a very high level of technical proficiency.
We had beginners just starting crypto to like veterans in the space. A lot of AI agents, DeFi, X402.
So many people here building so many interesting things, and I can't wait to see who wins.
Are you guys ready? My name is Kartik, one of the co-founders of ETHGlobal, and I'm really tired. We are here at the closing ceremony of ETHGlobal New Delhi. We're running 2 hours behind schedule, and we'll tell you why. A lot of you already know this, but there's a lot of new things that are quite amazing that came out of this weekend. So, for those of you who join us on the live stream, we'll give you the summary. But ETHGlobal is an organization with a very simple mission. Our goal is to get thousands of developers into the Web3 ecosystem. This weekend is a hackathon, and that means we are focused on 2 things. I missed the order. That's how tired I am. All right, we'll do this one more time. You ready? All right. Okay. ETHGlobal is an organization with a very simple mission. Our goal is to get thousands of developers to the Web3 ecosystem, and this is our 5th event of 2025. We got 1 more to go, and coincidentally, it's also our 5th time in India. We've done this event 4 times in Bangalore, but we're now finally in Delhi. There's 1,900 attendees in this room. 16 of them are hackers, 30% of them are new to Web3. They're here from 181 unique different cities, 25 countries, spanning 4 continents. They came in from all across the world, and of course, all throughout India. And we're gonna talk about what came out of the last 36 hours for all of you. There's 114 mentors and partners, 37 direct technical mentors here, and they've been all helping all of everybody in this room tirelessly to make sure that you have the best experience. And the best part about the next hour is that we're gonna talk about all the amazing prizes you're gonna win. The 21 workshops that helped you get started with all the SDKs that you can simplify your projects with. Vitaly gave an introduction on the things that he would like to see integrated from the privacy side of view. And all that is gonna happen, and we're gonna come up with, show you all the stats that matter from all the things that we've learned this weekend. Who still has their NFC wristbands on? Great, the answer should be all of you. And the cool thing about these things is that because they're NFC, we're using attestations, we get to see what's kind of coming out of it. 8,800 meals were consumed, 1,500 connections were made. These are double opt-in, and people attended 1,350 plus workshops. So we can definitely see a lot of you were well-fed and learned a lot, I hope, and also met some amazing people. We're gonna talk about all the $200,000 in prizes. And for this, I want to give a massive shout out and a big round of applause to all of our 20 partners. So starting with 1inch, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, Citria, ENS, Ethereum Foundation, Filecoin, Flow, Hedera, PayPal USD, Polygon, Pith, Rootstock, Self, The Graph, Uniswap Foundation, World, Zero G, Fluence, Integra, Catena, and Walrus. All of them have told us who their winners are. We get to all of them very soon. And before we get into all of that, I want to talk about something important. You guys remember this slide? Yeah? I'm not seeing a lot of nods here because you guys made our lives a lot harder this weekend. So before we go into our prizes and our finalists, I'm going to give a small lecture on how frequency works for network bands. This is what this venue looks like on the 5 gigahertz channel. Good so far? Those 3 lines are the ETHGlobal SSIDs. That small green one, that purple one, and the other dark blue one, or dark green, whatever that color is. This is all of you. And that's the judging room channel at the end. You see how clear that is and how fast the internet was? And you see the ETHGlobal and the hotspot channels are fighting each other? This is why the internet doesn't work. Do you know how hard it is to get 1,000 LAN cables shipped in a single day in this country? Not that easy. So, we scanned everybody's SSIDs. And some of you need to change your phone's names to not be your first names. Harsh, Aditya, Akshat, Arvind, Aryan, I'm going to look you up in the system. And some of you have really creative names. I'm kind of impressed. Really impressed. But the thing is, we know your MAC IDs, and it's in our system now. And I swear to God, if I see this again, I will find you and I will hunt you down. And you will never be able to connect to any internet in ETHGlobal again. Do we all understand? Okay, let's go on with the show. All right. Now, this is a hackathon. All of you have been tirelessly working over the last 36 hours. And the goal for the next hour is to showcase what came out of this. We believe that showing is way more important than telling, so we're going to show live demos of the most incredible projects from all of you from this weekend. There's 1,600 hackers. And I said there were some interesting things that we learned and we had to deal with today. That one was one of them. The second thing is that, actually, I'm jumping a few slides here. You know what? We actually put together some stats too. 1,600 hackers. Most of them are here from New Delhi. Mumbai is the second biggest city with attendance, and Bengaluru is number 3. There's 3 hackers here who've attended those many ETHGlobal hackathons over the last 8 years. There's Sagar with 39. That's actually very impressive. Gabriel with 36, and Julio with 32. Are any of them in the room? They're probably sleeping, but this is awesome. A lot of them are online events that we've done, sometimes 20 events a year. So it's super impressive, but sometimes you see a case where this is someone's first ever in-person ETHGlobal hackathon, and they've attended more than 20 online over the past 5 years. And when they come up to me, I know exactly who they are, we've never met, and those are like the best moments to me. So if you're still one of those people, come say hi to me. I want to know who you are, and especially if you've been participating in our events online, and this is the first in-person you've had. Also, these are the most popular languages everybody uses, or use for their projects. Next.js, obviously, to no surprise. Solidity, a lot of people actually deployed on-chain directly. And ethers.js was the most common library to interface with contracts. So this is very interesting, because I expected VM, but ethers.js was more than 1,000 times used. But the part that I'm super impressed with is that 1,600 hackers submitted 616 projects. This is why things took so long, because we were estimating 350. And 616 is one of the biggest records we've kind of had. This is the top 2 projects as hackathons now. And I was just blown away because we had to adjust everything in real time to make sure that we get to judge all of these projects today. So the cool part about these 616 projects is that we also got some cool stats on what these projects were. DeFi was the most popular category. Payments were the second most popular type of projects. And of course, AI was everywhere, including DeFi and in payments. Pyth was the most integrated SDK, PayPal USD the second most, and ENS was the third most integrated partner API. And most of the deployments were on Base, Polygon, and Flow in that order. So this is kind of awesome that we saw hundreds of applications being directly deployed on mainnet, not just testnets. And I want to say congratulations to everybody for making it through 616 projects. That's not a small number. You guys did something on your own. This also means that a lot of you were doing this as individuals and not just a team of 5. So it takes even more courage, and it's even more impressive that you shipped something that you were proud of. And the best part is I want to thank all of our judges who had to stay 2 extra hours to make sure the numbers are made up. So please thank all of our judges just one last time. Thank you to Aditi, Anto, Aditya, Austin, Dinam, Dhruv, Nolan, Madhur, Joseph, Harsh. Keep clapping. Austin, Emmanuel, Nande, Nitachu, Pablo, Prithvi, Rahul, Darbadi, Varun, Tushar, Sumit, Suhas, Smith, and Sarah. This is one of those things where I'm going to get my energy from you, so the more louder the claps are, the faster I'll talk, which means the faster we get to go home. So with that, let's go into what were the last 6 hours like. 616 projects. We had to choose 10 finalists from this massive set of projects. So for the first time ever, please join me in congratulating our 10 finalists for ETHGlobal New Delhi: Autonom, Kagami AI, UniPerp, Egress AI, Nonet, MemeWarp, Nox, Dyke, Ad402, and Kalendarify. These 10 teams are going to come on, demo live what they built, and show you what came out of the weekend as some of the most interesting ideas that we've seen come to life. And then after that, we're going to go and tell you about all the prizes that all of you have won. Before we get into our very first demo, I want to take a second to show off every single project that was submitted this weekend. There were so many that we had to come up with a brand new template to show these things because we couldn't fit everything in a single slide. This is just one of 3 slides of just incredible projects, one after another. And I want to congratulate all of you for shipping something, having your name be there, and spending this weekend learning something new, building something that you were excited about, your teammates were excited about, and actually having the courage to go talk to somebody else and have them look at what you did and give you feedback or criticize you or get excited about your work. So just because you were not one of these 10 teams does not mean you were not good enough or something was not wrong. It's a very hard job to pick 10 out of a really big size list, but all of you did amazing work, and I really hope that you get to work on these projects after tomorrow. And if there's anything we can do to help, let us know. We're just an email away, whether it's needing help with technical expertise, connecting with some VCs or judges or anybody else or accelerators. We're there to help and connect you, and we want to make sure that we get to support all of you. All these projects are now on ethglobal.com/showcase, so you can see the full list, and that means you can also see the source code for all these projects because they are meant to be open source. So if you found something super cool, you get to see how somebody did that trick, whether it's an optimization or some clever UI hack to just actually impressive technical work like Zika circuits that are a lot in practice here today. And before we bring on our first team, I want everybody to scan this code quickly on their phones. This goes directly to a very small feedback form. Actually, I should just stay here as long as I'm not blocking. It goes to the feedback page on your Hacker dashboard. You just get to answer 6 to 7 questions that just help you rate things out of 1 to 10 on how the food was, how the internet was. Don't answer that one, we know that one. How the experience was, did you get help? Can we do something better? Or anything else you want to tell us. Because we do these events every few weeks, anything you say here, we get to fix and implement for the next one. So in just 2 weeks when we do the next event, we get to improve the experience for the next 1,000 people, and it just makes the feedback look way more nicer. And we hope that your experience helps 1,000 more people enjoy their onboarding to this ecosystem. So just let us know how we did, anything we should improve, continue doing. I read all of them directly myself. Just let me know what we can do better, or we should continue doing better. So that was all the talking for me. For the very first time, please welcome the first finalist of ETHGlobal New Delhi, UniPerp. Hello.
GM everyone, I'm Aviral and this is my team, and we bring to you UniPerp. Well, UniPerp is the solution that brings perpetuals with a lot of fun. It brings perpetuals on Uniswap with a hybrid model that combines a virtual VAMM along with a hybrid pricing oracle. And yeah, what that gives us, it gives us the ability to fight against bad guys. Guys who do sandwiching attacks, I mean, guys who do flash loans and flash loan attacks and crash the entire market. And that's something we're fighting against. How do we do that? Well, we have a 3-tier model. We're a bit of a nerds. You can check out our white paper for sure. That'll give you more of the details there. But we use the good old funding rates. We use incentivized market makers. We use funding oracle-based payouts, and a lot of fun. Let's get started. Right. So if you can see right here, let's connect the wallet. Wallet's already connected. OK. Yep. We have a lot of funds on the testnet. And let's make a trade of, let's say, 150. Can we zoom on a little bit so that folks can see? Yep. So let's make a trade of 150 with, let's say, 2x perp, 2x leverage. Let's buy. Can we zoom out to see the modal? All right. So while this is taking some time, let me tell you the real issue here. The real issue is that these are virtual pools. They are not real money liquidity pools, right? But we need to make sure that they are in sync with the real pools. And how do we do that? We do that by minimizing the band gap between spot prices and VAMM prices. And that we do that using our custom median function. Can we just, while this is running, can we go to the custom median function? Yep. So as you can see, right now we are using, thanks to Pith, we are using spot prices from there. And we have a bunch of other oracles that we have, validated. We have validated using Lighthouse, zkTLS, and that's how it works. Can we get back to the code? Cool. Do we have the position open? As you can see, 150. Can we zoom in? We have the position open for 150 at 2x leverage. Now you can see this really manipulated the price. Now had it been a huge manipulation of, let's say, 1,000 ETH, we would not have passed the trade because that could be a potential flash loan attack, right? So we got to have that in chunks. Can we open a position? Can we add more margin to it? Yeah, so you can do all the basic functionality that you get. But what you get extra here is the added advantage of being safeguarded against attacks, against a bunch of attacks like sandwiching, against attacks like flash loans and stuff like that. So yeah, they're adding the price in. And you can say it's updated. Let's close the position. We are having 0.23 loss. I mean, Ethereum's not doing good today, but that's the story. Cool. And the position is closed. It's about to get closed. And I hope this is the future of how you guys trade in perps. Not wasting your money on flash loan attacks, not getting your money wasted on auto deleveraging. And that's UniPerps for you. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That was our very first demo. And I'm pretty sure there was an ON squared algorithm up there. You guys need to optimize that a little bit. With that, we are ready for our second project. And for this one, I'd like to bring on Autonom. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hello guys, I'm Suryansh, this is Yash, and this is Naman. So this is our project Autonom. So a little bit about Autonom. A few weeks back, I was listening through a podcast. I think it was LTT. And they were talking about Cloudflare and how Cloudflare handles around 63 million requests per second. So just imagine, 63 million HTTPS requests per second. It's like around 20% of the web traffic. And like it's just a single provider. And what they did recently was that they made an opt-out feature where every website was blocking AI agents to access the content. So for example, if I have a blog and my name's Suryansh, so my blog would be blocking any AI agent out there if I had been using Cloudflare. So on the other side of things, everybody uses Perplexity, right? So Perplexity is basically saying that this is not fair. And AI agents are a representation of humans because we send them out to do research on the smallest to the largest things that we can think of, right? And they say that the agent should be allowed to do this. So this is what gave birth to the idea Autonom. So Autonom targets to solve this at the intersection of AI, crypto, and the agentic web. So we are trying to do this with X402. So this is like a whole landscape of the problem that we're trying to solve. Yeah. So let's just go straight to the demo. So what we have with us is basically we have created a service layer that includes 3 components: a settlement layer, which is Polygon, a provider layer or the identity layer, which is ENS, which acts as a registry for different providers. Like for me, my blog could be listed into the registry. And then there is a discoverability layer, which is powered by the graph that allows me to the agent to visit different websites to basically discover, like we do with traditional search engines. So I'm just gonna log in to my agent. So we have Fork Gemini CLI over here. I'm using Poto, by the way. It's a great wallet. So this basically creates a session wallet, and it asks me what the session budget is. This basically says that how much do I want to spend during this budget. And let's say I want to spend, let's say, half US$. And then basically it will ask me to send that budget to the session wallet. What it basically means is that this wallet will be handling all of the requests for the agent payments. And the payments are handled by X402. So this should be doing, yeah, good right now. What I'm gonna do is I have my own portfolio integrated into a protocol. So this is my portfolio. This is also available on ENS, by the way, but yeah. So I have basically paywalled this using X402. So like a traditional research article could even be paywalled using X402. So what would happen is I have written a prompt. Here's a person's blog. Can you tell me more about them? So what it would do is the agent would visit the website and it would get a 402 error. Okay, I'm just going to allow that. And because a 402 error symbolizes that it is paywalled by the 402 protocol, X402 protocol. And it will try to pay with the X402 protocol using our Autonom. So this basically acts as a software provider for this. And yeah, so this is going through. So it got the content for my portfolio, and this should be writing a summary right now. Yup. This is refetching. Meanwhile, I'll also like my friend Naman to explain a little bit on how the agent detection part works.
So the Heysuri website, which was just shown on the browser, is integrated with the Autonom's middleware. So what basically the middleware is doing, it is intercepting all the requests received by the configured endpoints, and for each endpoint, it is checking the user agent header, which is different for depending on the source of the request.
Yeah. So as you can see, the agent was able to get the content from my website, and it generated a summary about myself. So I think let's move on to how it is handled on chain and the identity part. So Yash.
Hey folks, so what we have done is, basically for our identity layer, we have used ENS. In today's world, when everyone's trying to optimize the user experience, why do we still need to have ugly hex values as addresses? We need a way for these websites to have a human readable name, and that's where ENS comes in. So this is an example of a subname that we issue for any of our provider. So let's say the domain is expresslime10.versal.app, and we have our own ENS name on an L1, which is autonom.eth, and we can issue subnames in the form of this. And further, we can also add text records in the form of favicon icons and more.
So what this allows is basically, as an identity layer, it basically authorizes different websites and maintain the verifiability of the X402 protocol and the discoverability part. Yeah, and that's Autonom for you.
Amazing. Hacking Gemini and then making it work with crypto is an actual awesome hack. All right, ready for number 3, please welcome Egress AI.
Hey, hi guys. Hope you guys are having a great time. We are Team Egress. My name is Rohan.
I'm Vijay.
I'm Shivram.
So Egress agent is a security agent which helps you in securing your funds. Using EIP 7702 delegation, you can delegate access of the funds to the agent, and it keeps on monitoring your on-chain, off-chain threats and automatically transfer your funds to the nominee which you set in the delegation. So let's get into the app. Yeah, let's connect the wallet. We use Privy for this. And what Privy gives us is a EOA account. We can close this. Yeah, we'll directly get into the delegation. Yeah, let's create a account, delegation account. And there are 3 ways you can create a delegation account. So either you can use a private key seed phrase, because to do 7702 transaction, you need a private key to do the initial transaction. But once you do that, you need not use the private key and seed phrase again. But for the simplicity's sake, Egress account is also a EOA, so we'll go with that for now. Yeah, either what you can do is either give full access to the account or limited access. We'll go with the full access for now, where Egress will have full control of the account. Yeah, you can connect your socials and here as well. What it does, it monitors your Twitter for the activity, what are the likes you did, what are the tweets you did, and accordingly, if you're inactive for the set time period, it sends your money to the nominee. And even it notifies you to the email, are you alive, or something, and it acts as a dead man switch, basically. Yeah, we are setting a custom duration for now, like 10 seconds just for the demo purposes. You can set anything you want. Yeah. So either you can do on-chain or off-ramp as well, but we'll do on-chain for now and set the nominee as, MetaMask here. Yeah, either you can withdraw as it is, all the tokens in one go, or you can swap it to a single token and take it like that as well. Yeah, so these are all the settings we did. And as you can see, you can go through this and see like what are the access you're giving to the Egress and like finish. Now this will deploy a 7702 contract. Yeah, it's live now, and you can see activity. It will check the activity every 10 seconds. If it sees any activity, it doesn't do anything. But if we are inactive, it will trigger the dead man switch. Yeah, refresh. Oh, it's, I think Zoom. Can you reset it? Yeah. Yeah, you can see the Egress checking your wallet. Yeah, it resets after every 10 seconds, and we will be checking the wallet. Since we don't have any activity on chain and even on the socials, it will trigger now. As you can see, it detected the beneficiary, and also it started doing the. I think there is some issue. The transaction failed, but yeah, you can see. Yeah, this is a 7702 contract, and you can see all the. Yeah, you can.
Sure, there is a transaction which the agent has made in the morning demos, so you can just see how it is. So it did a transaction, it did all the token swaps from the Egress wallet to the nominee wallet and send the assets to the nominee wallet like automatically in the backend. Yeah. It also do the bundle transaction so that it does a approve, swap, and transfer in a single go.
Thank you guys for your time. That's our demo.
Awesome. It's also one of our first live mainnet demos too. This was amazing. Please give them another round of applause. Next up, ready for demo number 4, please welcome Kagami AI.
Hi everyone, I'm Somik and this is Shweta. We are Kagami. So yeah, let's start. So I talked with a lot of people from this hackathon, as you guys know, and I found a problem in a lot of people who are new to this ecosystem. The thing is, everyone holds a lot of crypto, but you don't know where to invest and what to do with it, right? You know so many names of DeFi platforms, but you don't understand what to do. And yeah, every one of us has lost some money in DeFi, right? Literally everyone. And I also met some other sort of people who are really experienced AI traders. Damn, bro. But they are doing this trading not in front of everyone. Like, how are they even not generating money out of it? That should be public, right? So I found a problem. I found a solution. I merged them and built this product. So what is Kagami? We are building an AI-powered social DeFi platform where big traders can come in, make their whole AI-powered trading workflow. They can test it out and publish it and deploy it in our marketplace. Small-scale traders or newbies like us or you can go there, check in what's the profit, what's the daily returns, and can invest there, like subscriptions. They earn, you earn, we earn. Off to Shweta.
So yeah, I'll briefly go over the demo. So here we can see the entire pools where we can just directly go. And here we have two modes. For the strategists who want to go with the manual trading, we can directly type in your order, buy and place order. But that's not the main thing. You turn on our KPI and go to the AI trading, where we have curated some special strategies for you. Here we have the time average controlled bot, where it is basically weighting the time average and creating the strategy for you. So now what happens is your followers who are subscribed to you can get exactly the same type of proportion return which you make and take in the strategy. And here is a breakdown of the entire flow which is getting generated from the MCP servers.
So as you can see an example, as you can see an example here. So we do two types, live and pause. So whenever you want, you can deploy your agent. It's an MCP powered agent. And whenever you don't want, you just pause it. So as you can see an example here, there's a ETH range LP plus Pendle YT, a whole flow that generated some 17.6% APR and 7.4% max GT for the person. And yep, if you feel to take the risk, you can invest in it. Our copy AI bots will actually mirror the MCPI agents of the follower, the leader. So that is how your bot can also generate profit for you. So if you go down, there's a strategy builder. As you see the strategy we selected, we will generate a whole workflow for you. So this is the workflow. So actual crypto traders can go through it, understand what's happening, tweak it, and we will use our MCP agent to simulate it. After the simulation, you can see what will happen, how it will go. So maybe it didn't work out for the simulation or the trade simulation we run. And what's going to happen after this is you can deploy it in our marketplace. Go to the marketplace. Yeah. So this is the marketplace where junior or newbie traders like us can go. We can select any of the workflows posted by those traders, the experienced traders. We can go for backtest. Yeah. It will again simulate and tell this newbie how much it's gonna generate profit or max Tron, right? Can you go to another one? Yeah, you see, this will give a, like putting the money in this trader who is trading on Bitcoin is gonna give the huge profit to this person. So that is how we found. We can also give them a monthly return statements of what can work for them, then a risk assessment, and we can also rerun it. Yeah. What else? Over to you.
And this is just a general dashboard where you can track all your returns and discover new strategies. And even you can check out your created strategies and the people who have followed and subscribed you. So yeah, that's all for Team Kagami.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. That was such a really cool way to think about creating and visualizing strategies. All right, we're halfway there. Next up is MemeWarp. Please give him a big round of applause.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Levon, and I'm going to present MemeWarp, probably one of the most questionable technical achievements on this hackathon. Probably, and hopefully all of you know about pump.fun. And I guess you have used it, you have won some money or lost some money on it. Basically, it's a casino on Solana. So I decided to build a multi-chain version of it during ETHGlobal New Delhi. Now, what's special about multi-chain pump.fun? Imagine having the common bonding curve across all the chains where the stuff is deployed, and having the separate pricing models or separate bonding curves for pricing. That creates unique economy that benefits actually a lot creators and traders. I will walk you through the token creation process. It's pretty much straightforward. Let's name it live demo 2 test, because yeah, it's easy. Now let's deploy on Flow. As you can see, it's mainnet. I was not gonna push it on testnet. Too boring. Okay, we have issue on Hedera. It's fine. Next stuff is you can see your portfolio. Those are deployed tokens. As you can see, we have already some live demo token deployed. I can trade it. For instance, I can go and, let's say, sell some of my tokens on Flow. Let's say sell 30 tokens. Oh, okay. And as you can see, those tokens were burnt, and I received my Flow tokens. Now, one thing that I mentioned a bit earlier is cross-chain arbitrage. So basically, if you have two bonding curves and one has Flow as an underlying asset and second one has HBAR, those have different USD values, right? We are pulling these prices from PITH, Hermes API, and displaying it on front end, but backend doesn't know, or smart contracts don't know about it. Now, this creates a very cool arbitrage opportunity, but for arbitrage, we would need to have cross-chain bridge, right? And since it's built for basically people who are betting on some creator tokens, we wouldn't want it to be through layer 0 because it's a bit slow. So we built an instant bridge between those two chains. Let's say I'll take these live demo tokens and move 100 of them to Hedera. Let's wait a couple seconds. Yay, it worked. This is transaction on Hedera. This is transaction on Flow. So we burn on one chain, we issue on the second chain. Now, cool thing about this is the bonding curve that I mentioned. Basically, every transaction that happens either on Hedera or on Flow adjusts the global supply, right? And we made a decision, or I made a decision to sync only global supply across the chains. So we just know from the statistics that, okay, on the Flow we have 300 something, on Hedera we have 600 something tokens, and only reason we want to have this global supply synced is not to exceed the bonding curve uh, max cap. The other stuff is up to market. So technically, this creates some kind of flywheel that benefits the creators because it enforces some on-chain activity, some arbitrage, some trading bots, etc. And it, of course, benefits the platform because we are taking fees, like 0.3%. And, of course, it benefits chains because some of the chains actually need quite active projects. That's my project. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. I look forward to a lot more cross-chain applications, and the fact that you can actually transport things over and have different curves is kind of actually amazing. It's a really cool experiment. All right, 4 more demos to go, or halfway, 5 more to go. Let's welcome Knox.
Well, up until now, I thought footed the venue is way good, but trust me, the view from here is like way better. So yeah, now I thought I got your attention. I'll make my opening statements. Blockchain offered transparency, but it never thought about privacy. We always called it decentralized finance, but it is surveillance finance because the intent is always linkable, traceable, and scammable. So this is what you get for being honest. People will try to exploit you. Yeah, I know life is unfair, but yeah, we have to deal with it. So you might see where this is going. So this makes us introduce dark pools. Dark pools are not native to crypto as you think. It's not a fancy word. They have been dated back to early 1990s from the traditional finance. So if dark pools are that old, and even if traditional finance is using it, why aren't they mainstream it? Why there is no adoption yet? Well, they come with their own share of problems. So even Goldman Sachs managed to front-run their dark pools and front-run the users and had their fair share in the global crisis where it had the biggest bailout from the taxpayers' money. So we are here to change that. That's why we built Knox. Knox privacy that proves it itself. This is Gautam, this is Yashwant, and here is Ritik and Sushant. So Knox does 3 main things. It does stealth deposits and withdrawals because you can park your inheritance money here so that your sibling won't be looking to kill you because he'll be busy looking where the money went. And you can do anonymous transfers, meaning you can buy you can go and buy the Pokemon NFT you always wanted, and you will never sleep on couch because your girlfriend will never know. And yeah, the most important and the interesting feature is invisible trading. So we allow big guys to do private trading without impacting the market. So we'll now see that in action.
Yep. So there's 3 pieces of tech that we worked on in the hackathon. So the first one is the client-side ZK proofs that we generate with our Neuer circuits. The second is our encryption schemes. We use 2 of them, ECIS and threshold BLS signature scheme, I mean encryption scheme. And the third one is our SMPC network that gets to decrypt it, and that's where the magic happens. So the demo is about how the UX would look like on a public scale and also when it's integrated with our dark pools. So we have a demo with one of the most talked DeFi protocols right now, Hyperliquid. So this is a perpetual DEX. And this is how a public transaction would look like. Give it just a second. And yeah, and if you go on to our Explorer that we built just for the DEX, this is what you would see, and the owner is me, and this is my wallet address. But when you actually have it integrated with our dark pools, which are very UX friendly, and we don't ask you to sign a lot of times, except that you have to still sign once. Yeah, so that was a public trade, and what I showed you next was a private trade, and nothing changed. But on-chain, your intent never went public, and it was encrypted. And also, the link between the value, token, and identity is like cut off from the transaction. This is what we were seeing.
Yeah, I think you all guys see is like what happened in privacy. But at the same time, like we also want to make our users secure so that they don't lose the funds outside. So we are using a zero knowledge thing and we are using blindings. So we abstracted all those things that is required, all the complexity, clicks and efforts by the user to generate that blinding. That blinding will be used to generate that pre-commit, and future it will be used to proving your zero knowledge proof basically. Now, on top of this, like this is totally non-custodian, like we don't store anything on like local browser or on our server. It is totally dependent on your wallet. If you just take your wallet to some another device, it will still work and like you will have a great UX. You don't have to care about anything. Now, even if you corrupt the whole signing system, you can still recover it. Like we are generating the bindings from your private key, so it will be like always there, like unless you have your private key. Yeah, there is some limitation, and Gautam will talk about it.
Presentation?
Say it.
So yeah, we have like main two next steps. We can take this cross chain very easily because it is chain agnostic. And one more limitation we have been faced is the moment we mention dark pools, people are seeing us as criminals because as if we are trying to commit tax fraud or embezzle money. That's not the case. Unfortunately, privacy has not been only the want, but has become the need of the hour. Thank you.
Amazing. An actual practical privacy example from the presentation on Friday to reality. All right, a few more projects to go. We're going to get to the prizes soon. So let's welcome Dyke.
GM Delhi, what's up? I welcome you to our product, that's Tiki Protocol. Welcome to the multiverse of prediction markets. So let's go ahead and show you what it can pull off. So here you can see all the investments that are currently listed on the platform. So the first one you can see, will we win ETHGlobal? Let's go ahead and predict a yes over there because, So yeah, let's put in 60 Pi USD in there. Also, we are using Pi USD as the only currency on our platform to reduce risk for all the liquidity providers and the people alike. So if any natives tank, you are still holding the same amount of money in the predictions. So we have predicted, and you can see the market just jumped up to 88% of yes. So let's go ahead and show you the main feature of our product, that is branching out from the main prediction without spending a single penny from your pocket. So as you can see, will we win ETHGlobal is the main parent chain that we want to invest in. So let me invest, say, $10. So as the collateral, I'll use $10 from my main investment as no will be my prediction that I want to do. So I'll now click extend chain. So now this prediction will be added to the chain that I just predicted on. That is, will we win ETHGlobal? Now let me chain another prediction in there. So will cryptocurrency make it big? Like may start being regulated in India this year? So adding that to the chain as well. We predict yes. And extending the chain. So as soon as the transactions are confirmed, I will be able to show you on the dashboard how exactly the transactions have been changed. So going to the dashboard, we receive, will we win ETHGlobal? We just predicted that. So let's go ahead and see the current tree network that has formed around it. So will we win ETHGlobal? So this is the current state of our prediction. Now, if we go to the next one, it is chained with, will I lose money the next time I short ETH? And also with, will cryptocurrency start being regulated this year? So these two predictions that are at the second level, they draw out collateral from the single prediction that you made at the start without spending a single money, like single extra penny. So this way, you'll be able to gain more, leverage over your initial investment while you keep the capital the same. So it is really good for people with less capital to start predicting and actually start winning big amounts rather than the usual 2x that usual poly market or any other prediction market promises. So let's go ahead and look at my profile. So you can see all your stats here. like all your investments and etc. Now let me show you another feature that allows you like seamless trading on our platform. So that is the swap feature. You can just use ETH to swap into PyUSD directly and use PyUSD directly on our platform. So here I'll show you how we swap. So I'll swap 0.001 ETH into 4 PyUSD. As you can see, so 0.001 ETH was deducted from my wallet and 4 PyUSD got added into it. So let's just see the transaction history over here. It's okay. Well, bugs happen, but yeah. So let's go ahead and show you another feature of ours, that is you can also create predictions on your own if you have big enough of a liquidity pool with you. So you can give the title, the category. So let's just fill it in. So we'll be just filling in some placeholder details for now. So just fill it in with. So as we progress, you can see all the different parts that you need to fill to create a prediction over here. Like just uploading anything and adding a tag so it's easier for people to search. And all these like data fields are being stored on the IPFS and then sent to the contract. So you can also provide like initial liquidity, how much you want in PyUSD, and also the resolution date. That is, you can set it. Now, the resolvers are both humans, like a human oracle made up of 30 human validators, which we are verifying using self like password verification. And the other part is like RSS feed. We are taking in the RSS feed and using the news to resolve the answers. So this is Dyke for you. Thank you.
Wow. Parlaying as a protocol. I think some people are about to get very rich from predicting Elon Musk's tweets in order. 3 more demos to go. Let's welcome our next finalist at 402. Please give them a big round of applause.
Hey everyone. So we are building Ad 402. It enables instant ad placement and payment on any website permissionlessly through micropayments powered by X402 protocol. A simple definition is like we provide instant payments, no middleman, and maximum revenue to both ad publishers and also the ones who wants to pay for these ads. What we have built is we have built our custom SDK Ad 402, which allows anyone to permissionlessly host the ads on the website. And we are using X402 Facilitator and also Lighthouse Web3 SDK for storage and retrieval of ads. So the current problem was, it was very simple. Google Ads are big giants. They take 30 to 50% of the fees. It takes 60 to 90 days for you to take out the money from Google Ads if you are having your own website which is serving ads. There are so many hidden fees, slow process, and also have faced a lot of KYC issues. They do ban accounts and all. There is no transparency about how much you are actually generating the revenue, and it's very complex setup. And the total market is around $500 billion of this, but 30% of it's getting wasted every year. Overview is, if you are a website builder, you just import our SDK, and you can just mention the tags where you want to host the ads. And once it's hosted, and if it's not paid by anyone can just click on it, and he can just mention the amount that he wants to pay. There is X402 checkout, which allows you to pay for it. Then he mentions the media, like kind of video, media, or any image that he wants to host. It's stored on the Lighthouse, and the inclusion proof or media hash is stored on the T. And once we refresh this, we just check on the TE side that, hey, do you actually have this ad hosted or not? And we get the inclusion proof and check whether what is the actual ad which is available. So one of the questions or really interesting thing that we did, which is very unique, is how is it agentic? So we just do a simple hashing mechanism. So all the routes that you have, wherever you host the ad, we just take catch256 hash and also the index of the ad. And that's how agent gets to know that, hey, they have to bid on this hash, instead of you opening a Chromium browser and doing agentic activity, which might not possible for small agents. So why we built this, it's very simple. If you see any video tutorial, it takes more than 1.5 hours to do it. There is a long KYC process, but with us, just import a wallet address, token address, amount, and that's all. And yeah, Mihir will be giving a demo now.
Yeah, so this is our example website. So we have used our SDK to host ads here. So you can see here, these are the ad slots. So if I click on any of the ad slots, it will open the X402 checkout page. And it shows me the amount that I have to pay, if the slot is available or not. So I have already connected my wallet, so I'll proceed with paying for the ad. So this is a EIP 3009 transfer authorization. I'll sign this transaction. So the process, the payment is in processed. So let's wait for it. Yeah, so the payment was successful. Now it will redirect you to upload our ad. So I'll just choose this ad and upload this. So this is being uploaded to the Lighthouse, and yeah, we are getting the thing back. So the ad is here. So one more thing, if you see this thing, right? So if you click on this, you'll be able to book for next slots. So it shows you, this next slot is available in like 1 hour. So you can bid for the next slot. So if I push 30, so it creates a queue. The higher you bid, the higher will be placed in the queue. So the more chances there are for your ad to get placed in our website. So you have to like sign the transaction, it will get successful. Meanwhile, I'll also show you the transaction happening on the Block Explorer. So you can see 49 seconds ago, there was a payment of $0.15. So maybe let's just switch back to the presentation.
Yeah, so I just wanted to quickly show you the power. So you must have used Privy provider, any wallet connect provider. Simple, just use npmi 8402 SDK, import this provider on top of your website, and simply wherever you want to host the ad, just mention the tag that, hey, I want to host the ad, mention the amount and everything. And that's actually all. And with this, you can actually start accepting payments permissionlessly without doing any KYC or without doing any hectic. And this is us. My name is Swam. I do integrations and product at a startup. And
I am here. I'm SDE at Inco Network, and this is my 3rd time being finalist.
so, yeah, that's a wrap. And if you have any questions, please do reach out to us on X. Thank you so much.
Awesome. 2 more finalists to go, and we're going to get to the prizes. So let's welcome our second last finalist, Kalendarify. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Well, yeah, it's Kalendarify, and as the name suggests, it's your calendar as a wallet, right? So you can now schedule your payments as how you would schedule your meetings and approve transactions how you would RSVP. And this is something that I've been thinking for a while. I've even tried building this for a very long time. And if your day starts with something like this, then you're probably in the top 1%, right? And that means that calendars have become your ultimate life UX. For most people, this is something that they are very familiar with, and I just wanted to give them a financial UX from this perspective. So let's talk about this real quick. Crypto friction is something that everyone's trying to solve for here, and people are already familiar with things like calendars, meetings, reminders, deadlines, all of these things, right? And most of these financial tasks that we do on a daily basis have already been like payrolls, like DCAs, on a weekly basis, like you going and like buying some ETH. But all of this time-based intense, but there seems to be no time-native wallet UX. And that's sort of what I wanted to solve for and how it works. It's as simple as just you inviting a service account to your calendar, and the Kalendarify backend takes care of everything else. You can start scheduling payment events on your calendar. So a quick demo. I'm just going to quickly turn on my server. So the first thing that you would want to do is head over to like kalendarify.versal.app and then copy the email that you see right here. And then head over to a calendar that you use on Google Calendar and then probably create a new calendar. and give a fancy name, proper description. But the best part is you need to share the calendar to the service account, right? For the sake of this demo, I've created one over here. I'm going to quickly share my calendar with that service account. Oh, yeah. So I've already done it here, but ideally you would put your service account calendar here and then give it manage and sharing access. And that's it. Now your agent would start setting things up for you. And if we look at this, it's probably going to give you this one event at the top, right? It says connect to tap. Now the best part is it gave you a wallet abstracted from this Google Calendar. All of this calendars is sort of like, it is not really a good UX to like look at the address right here. So of course, like we integrated the the ENS domain names right here to help it make it easier to have subnames for calendars. And the best part is you can also connect to dApps using this, right? You use Wallet Connect on app.ave. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to quickly copy over my Wallet Connect URL. And let's try this out. I'm going to paste it right where it says location. And yeah. So meanwhile that transaction happens, I'm just going to show you like how you would normally create an event. It's again as simple as you sending 0.001 ETH to fabianferno.eth. And of course, this is going to be like scheduled in the future, present, whenever you want. But if you wanted to execute immediately, you would just put it in the past, and then it'll send it to the queuer. You can see that some are already pending, and then some have already been executed. So since I put it here, it should execute in a while now. Let's look at what's happening. And while it loads, one other thing is that you can also perform swaps using Uniswap. All of this is done on rootstock, Sepolia, multiple EVMs. And the best part right here, which I found interesting, was the feature where you can RSVP. So imagine you inviting people to this event, and then now they all have to RSVP so that this becomes a multi-sig transaction with an RSVP. So this different UX is sort of cool, in my opinion. And of course, it shows up on all your calendars, Apple Calendar, Outlook, everywhere. You can check it out at kalendarify.versal.app. This is how it works. You've got a nice Google Calendar integration, Google Calendar APIs, working in synchronous with the PayPal USD for you to like send USD payments directly instead of worrying about ETH or like whatever. Have Uniswap and the chain settlements happen on rootstock. And it has a lot of use cases, automated DCA, payroll systems, totally composable. You decide what you want to do, set up recurring payments, anything. All of these features are there for you to use. And that's it, your crypto life now scheduled. Throwback to another hackathon that I participated in the ETHGlobal trifecta, where I built Google Wallet Sheets. So I've been trying to like make consumer products through products that people are already familiar with. I want to bring crypto to people through an interface that they are already familiar with. So let's make Web3 adoption more and more. And by the way, I'm putting together a network, a community of sorts for all hackathon builders. If you're interested, DM me, I'll add you to the group. And thank you. Oh, before, I think I forgot to like show the transaction that went through. Yeah, it did work. Sorry.
Time's up.
Yeah, that's about it.
Up. Thank you. That was actually a super fun, cool hack. All right, are you ready for the last and final finalist demo for ETHGlobal New Delhi? Let's welcome Nonet. And it's going to be an interesting one because this is hardware. You have to pay a lot of attention to the screens.
Okay, we are team somehow, and we have somehow built a protocol using which you can send a transaction on Ethereum from one device to another, one wallet to another, completely offline, without any internet connection or even cellular connection for that matter. Okay, let's see how this works. This is Vinay. Vinay's phone, my phone, Pargat's phone. Vinay gives me money. Now, just to prove, I am turning on airplane mode Wi-Fi is off, guys. Okay. Now, my phone, same. Airplane mode, no Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay. Ready? Ready? Now, Vinay can't say start scanning. Okay. One token. Send transaction. Huh? Sending. See. Oh. It is working. This is sending transactions. Let's see if I can see it here. Oh. See. This is broadcasting the bytes. This is acting as a hop. And now, slowly, I can see it here. See? All the bytes, the green bytes are the ones that have the packets that have reached. These inter-device communication is working on BLE. I am not pairing the devices yet. Okay? Okay. I have received authorization as well. Now, let's go back to my laptop and see if it went on chain. Okay. I will go over the protocol later. You all can read my white paper as well. It is on the repository, whitepaper.md. Let's see if the transaction is on chain. I should see one soon enough. Soon enough. Okay, so in the meantime, let's see what's happening. Vinay, what are you doing? So basically, all the nodes are shouting to each other that this is my packet. And this creates a kind of a mesh. A mesh where everyone is shouting whatever it is received. And this shouting only stops when it receives an acknowledgement. Now, for this packet ID, if I get an acknowledgement and the true and false does not match, I prefer to, I dump my data and I again start shouting, oh, and so on and so forth. So this is how the network is propagating the packets across. And what else? Another question you might ask is, how am I getting the nonce? If I want to make a transaction, how am I getting a nonce? There is a EIP 3009 where I can transfer with authorization, where the sender is creating the nonce. So there is one minute. There is a nonce which I can create. It is kind of a check. Vinay gave me a check that I can spend whenever I reach the internet. So let's see the diagram. Mobile 1 is Vinay, mobile 2 is me, mobile 3 is Pargat who has internet. Once it reaches internet, it broadcasts it on chain and then it sends the acknowledgement back to mobile 1 using the same mesh. All right. I think rest is kind of boring. BLE is very difficult to implement. You can only send 8 bytes at once. That's why I had to divide the packets a lot. And, yeah. 42 seconds ago, guys. It did happen. It did work. I won't bore you anymore. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you, ETHGlobal, for having us. This is Vinay. This is Pargat. My name is Hussain. This is Team Somehow. Thank you so much for having us.
That was amazing. See, you guys did so many wrong things with hotspots. They had to invent a way to interact without internet. This is real innovation in the supply meeting the demand. Okay. Those were our 10 finalist demos. So for one more time, please give all 10 of these teams a massive round of applause. Now, we're going to talk about all the prizes that I know all have been waiting for. And before we get to that, I want to do a quick shout out for an update on being on chain. We want to spend more time and energy as ETHGlobal building these interfaces and integrating things that all of us are working on or use day to day to help them actually make us part of your flow and also what we do as a company and a product. All of you have the Hacker Pack, which lets you access the faucet. But after I'm done with the prizes, you'll be able to mint 2 more packs based on the number of events you finished, which is this one, and the prize amounts you've won in the past or for after this. And the Builder Pack and Pioneer Pack will unlock for you, which will enable a lot more cooler things, especially developer tool credits and other access and early bird kind of discounts to various things. And one of the other things that we're going to do here is everybody from this hackathon will get a discounted ticket to DevConnect Argentina. So all of that will just be available to you on the ETHGlobal Packs page. And in just a few days, you'll be able to automatically claim it and redeem it and get a discounted ticket to DevConnect. The other thing is ETHGlobal Plus. We want to unify a lot of what we're doing as an experience and make it scale across 50 to 100 countries. ETHGlobal Plus is a way to access all of what we're doing. That includes everything from all pragmas to the hackathons with a lot of discounts for the staking piece, all the city packs, hotel discounts, international roaming for people traveling, Uber credits, travel credits, hotel discounts, a lot more developer tools and faucets, startup credits. And one of the cool things that we've done that definitely helps a lot of people now, and we see this every time, is as part of ETHGlobal Plus, you get access to Priority Pass, and you can use airport lounges by just holding that NFT. And this is immediately accessible. And so if any of you win this tonight, you can just press the button and get this ready in 2 minutes. So even if you're in front of the lounge, you can access it on the spot. So Priority Pass is one of the things that's now available. And we'll talk about Plus in a couple more minutes as we share who is going to be winning Plus tonight. All that information on what Plus lets you do is on ethglobal.com/plus. So we encourage all of you to check this out. And there's going to be a lot more cool things launching in just a few weeks as part of being a Plus member. So now we're ready for the thing that I know all of you have been waiting for. How are we feeling in terms of energy? Okay, that answers my question. Well, we'll see how we want to do this thing because, to be honest, I also don't have a lot of energy today. And usually what we do is we put the name of the team that's won a prize up. And if you're that team and you shout just anything so I can hear you, you get to be put on this mental leaderboard that I have in my head. And I track which team is the loudest team in the room. It only works if you have some energy in you. But also, if you win something again from another sponsor and you don't shout loud enough, you lose your spot. So if you're really good, you're really at a disadvantage. And we'll try this and see how the energy goes and adjust accordingly in real time. Why would you want to shout, you ask? Because it's fun. And we're going to give 500 USDC to the team that shouts the loudest. So how's the energy in the room now? And that's capitalism at work. All right, 60 slides to go to tell you all the prizes everybody's won. Are we ready? All right. $200,000 in prizes to be given away. We're going to start off with 1inch. MemeWarp is the first place winner, and you're going to win $6,000. No music, no music. We'll just have the team shout. So no music from here on. Is MemeWarp in the room? Wow. I guess you're going to just have to be happy with your $6,000. Only shout if your team name is announced by me. That's the rule, because I can't tell who's going to be shouting if there's multiple names on this slide. MemeWarp is not here. Second place for $4,000 goes to Hide and Seek. Found you. Hide and Seek is the loudest team in the room. Congratulations. DeFi Duck is the best order limit protocol winner, and you win $3,000. They're just hugging each other and celebrating. I don't think they care what's happening on stage. Cross Yield comes in second for $2,000. And Tsunami is the third place $1,500 winner. And that is the loudest team in the room. They're actually behind the stage. How did that even reach me? Knuckle is the 1-inch API prize winner for $500. Singularity is the second team winning $500. And Decentralization is what I assume it's pronounced as, wins $500 as well for the Utilize 1-inch category prize. Congratulations to all three of these teams. Next up is Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. SecKit is the first place $3,500 winner. BrandX comes in second place for $2,500. BrandX is the loudest team in the room. Mofo is the third place $1,750 winner and the loudest team in the room. EchoNet, fourth place for $1,250. Mofo. I mean, the team. And CareCrypt is the fifth place $1,000 winner. Congratulations to all five of these teams. Next up is Citria. Edo Protocol is the first place $4,500 winner, and Super DeFi comes in second for $1,500. T-Rex Protocol comes in the best winner for the open innovation category. You take home $3,000. Oh, so close, so close. Hope you win something again, because I think you can actually dethrone the other team. And Fittercoin is the second place $1,000 winner and the loudest team in the room. On to ENS. Open Source Orchestra is the first place $3,500 winner, but not as loud as those guys. Ethos ID is the second place $2,000 winner. And Payani.link, Crosschain NS, and Kalendarify all win $1,500, but not as loud as that team over there. On to the Ethereum Foundation Prize. ZK Ether is the best application for general privacy. You take home $2,000. Whisk is the second place $1,000 winner. And Zero Surf comes in third for $500. Congratulations. For the best infrastructure client-side category, AccessFi is the winner for $1,500. And those are the EF prizes. On to Filecoin. Filethetic is the first place $2,500 winner. You take home the best prize for Filecoin track. Streamverse comes in second for $1,500. That's a one-person team, I think. And Whale Eye is the third place $1,000 winner. Congratulations. Oh, very close. Myra is the best data DAO category winner, and you take home $2,500. And for the Akave track, P2P Fed Learning is the winner for $2,500. Congratulations. On to Flow. Dalway is the first place $3,000 winner. Wait a second, you shouted for the other team too. That's cheating. Hey, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I thought you guys were mofos. Who's mofo? Okay, those three. Oh, I see. Okay. Are you actually that Dalway? All right. That's the loudest team in the room. Wow. PyPy comes in second for $2,000. And the loudest team in the room. And Off-Grid Pay is the third place $1,000 winner. Not as loud, but congratulations for the $1,000. The best automation in action goes to Arcane. That's like more than 5 people. What's going on? Raise your hands if you're Arcane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Okay. Okay, that's 5. Arcane is the loudest team in the room, and you take home $3,000. And Eternal Flow is the runner-up for $1,000. Congratulations. Next up is Hedera. Yieldcraft AI is the first place $2,000 winner. And ZK Red Agent ID is the second place $1,500 recipient for the AI on Hedera prize. For the smart contracts and cross-chain integrations, Nonet is the first place winner for $2,000. And All Weather Finance comes in second for $1,500. And the overall winner is Dalway again, and you take home additional $3,000. But that team is still the loudest, which is awesome. On to PayPal USD. YapYard is the grand prize winner, and you take home $4,500. Should I even read the slide? That's the loudest team in the room. Congratulations, Raven. You take home $3,500 for putting in every ZK word in your project description. I think. Amazing. That's the consumer category champion. And for the possibilities prize, you scared the guy in front of you. Burp is the loudest team in the room, and you also take home $2,000. On to Polygon. Autonom is the first place $3,500 winner. Not as loud as the other guys. As what was the name? Uh-oh. Remind me. Burp? Is that what it was? Okay, Burp. Director.ai is the second place $2,500 winner. Instant takes home $2,000 for third place. Zcred Agent ID takes in fourth for $1,250. And Ad402 comes in fifth for $750. Congratulations to all 5 of these teams. Next up is Pith. Orin Finance is the first place. Raise your hands. That's like 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, shout one more time. I gotta verify this. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's the same people. You are the loudest team in the room, and you take home $3,500 for the most innovative use of Pith. Delta Zero Hook comes in second for $2,000, and Judge Me If You Can comes in third, and looks like you've been judged. Gudham is the other team for the pool prize, and APT Casino is the second team, and you both win $1,500 each. Congratulations. Next up is Rootstock. Monte Carlo and Zatak are the 2 teams winning $2,000 each for the Everyday DeFi category. Congratulations. And for the freestyle track, ZKBTC SDK and J.A.R.V.I.S AI also wins $2,000. Congratulations. And for the Riff Economy, Block Bundler is the $2,000 winner as well. So congratulations to 5 of these teams. Then we have Self. GlobalX.money is the best self-integration SDK winner, and you take home $5,000. Second place goes to Fittercoin. Burp is still the loudest team in the room. And Ethos ID comes in third for $1,500, but Burp is still the loudest team in the room. And ETH Connect is the best off. Oh, so close. But you take home $1,000 for the best off-chain SDK integration. Congratulations. Next up is the Graph. Hide and Seek. Wait, you guys were there. What's going on? Did you move, or is this a different team? Hide and Seek has been found again. Wait, what? Who's Hide and Seek? Left or right? Who are these guys? Robinhood? Okay, well, interestingly, Robinhood DAO is the loudest team in the room, and they shouted out of order, but it was still loud. You win $2,000, and Hide and Seek wins an additional $3,000. Well, Burp, I hope you get a new prize soon, because you lost your spot. EchoNet is the loudest team in the new room. You come in first for the best application on Hypergraph, and you're going to be taking $2,500. And Autonom wins another $1,500. You guys have like so much money, just it's okay. You don't need 500 more, don't worry. But you win $1,500 for second place. And Automation X is the best use of GRC20, and you will take home $1,000. Then we have Uniswap Foundation. Bond Zero is the best integrations with hooks. You will take home $4,000. Mavengers and UniPerp are the second place winners. So close. Robinhood is still the lead. But you take home $2,000 each. And Click and Deepak Sentinel are the third place winners, and you take home $1,000 each. Congratulations. Then we have World. Flash Arb is the best mini app. You take home 4,000. Shield Ramp comes in second. Very close, very close. Shield Ramp, you need cough medicine, by the way. Shield Ramp comes in second for 3,000. Mofo is third place. They're just tired now. That was like the least loud of everybody now. What happened? But you take home $2,000. World BNB is the honorable mention for 500. Robin O'Dow is still the loudest. And Ghostlink is the second honorable mention for $500. Congratulations. And we have 0G. Uh-oh. Whale.fun is the first place winner for 3,000. Congratulations. Nebula SDK comes in second for 2,500. Melon is the third place $2,000 winner. Weave is the fourth place $1,500 recipient. And second is the fifth place $1,000 winner. Congratulations. And we have Fluence. TensorNode is the first place $2,500 winner for the best use of virtual servers. Synapse Model comes in second for $1,500. Close, close. And Flux is the third place $1,000 winner. And we have Cadena. Cross is the best multi-chain app built on Chainweb. And you will be taking home $2,500. And the most innovative dApp integration goes to BrandX. Raise your hand. Where were you guys? Okay, BrandX is the loudest team in the room. Amazing. AssetX is the best RWA application, and you take home $1,250. Oh, so close. BrandX is the lead. And then we have Walrus. Crosschain NS is the first place winner for $2,500. Avinox comes in second for $1,500, and Sui Verify comes in third for $1,000. And Integra. Flashflow shouted like a flash. You take home $1,000, but BrandX is still the loudest team from all the winners. Those are all of our API prize and partner winners. All the projects are now on Showcase. You can also see the total counts on your dashboards. And before you start leaving, save your energy for just this one last thing, because there's a couple more things we want to announce, and make sure that we get to thank everybody who made this weekend possible. So the finalists came in. There's 10 of them, teams, and they also win, in addition to all of our partner prizes, the Finalist Pack, which gives every member access to ETHGlobal Plus, 1,000 USDC cash, a $500 flight credit to the next ETHGlobal Hackathon, an on-chain proof for being a finalist. We do a lot of private events with crypto founders to help them grow and build their applications to more, and over $15,000 in developer credits. So they get to qualify for all these things. And on top of that, all the finalists are going to get a hoodie that's just for the finalists, so you can recognize who the other ETHGlobal finalists are, a Ledger Flex that will be shipped to you. It's custom branded for you being an amazing finalist. And of course, the entry to the future ETHGlobal events, which means you get to come join us immediately in Buenos Aires at DEF Connect. But this will also apply for the next 12 months, so you get to see any of the next year events as part of this. So congratulations, everybody. $200,000 were given away. All this is on Showcase. And the last thing is that everything we just said is not final, which means that your code is still going to be verified. If somebody says you cheated, if we notice that you cheated, we're going to look at that, and we're going to verify that over the next 3 weeks, and only then confirm that this is the actual prize you're going to win. So the amounts can change, the winners can change, and we'll give you a final notification a few days before this deadline, which you get an email from us saying this is the prize, this is the final amount. Please confirm that this is the address you can receive things in, and that is where the delivery will happen. For the stakes, they'll come the week before, and they'll come if you submitted a project. So that's going to be a similar timeline, and all that is going to be part of the code verification process for the next 3 weeks. Now, all the prize stuff is done. The little energy I've left, I want to have you use all of that for thanking everybody who makes this possible. So I want to just use the next 20 seconds to thank all these people that helped make this weekend happen, but also for the months of work that went into making this weekend actually come to life. So the faster you clap, the faster we'll finish. So we'll have you take your breath. I'm going to go, no, recharge, hold up. I need to rest too. There's going to be like 4 slides, maybe 5, maybe 7, I don't know, less than 10, of every name that's ever helped out for this hackathon. And we're just going to clap the hell out of this. We ready? Starting at 3, 2, 1, go. So many people make this possible, starting with all of you hackers, all of our amazing judges, all of our mentors, volunteers who were there this entire weekend, all of our speakers who did amazing 21 plus workshops and talks, every single partner who stayed around, showed up, and helped out virtually, and every vendor, every person who made this venue really possible, everybody from the staff, all of them were super incredibly involved. And last but not least, a massive round of applause for the ETHGlobal team, Catherine, Alex, Karen, Aubrey, Val, Pascal, Richa, Sophia, Calvin, Maggie, Nuno, Anna, Emily, Jacob, Andrew, and Liam. That is everything that we wanted to do for ETHGlobal New Delhi. Our next hackathons are basically a couple weeks away, starting with ETHOnline that starts on October 10th. It's an async event, so you get to be part of this async and try out new things that span all different categories, whether it's DeFi or payments or anything in between. And our last in-person hackathon is going to be in Buenos Aires as part of DevConnect Week on November 21st. And for the first time ever, we're releasing the dates for ETHConf, which is going to be the biggest Ethereum conference we're doing in New York next year on June 8 to 10. So you get to check all these things out. All the registrations are going to be opening soon for ETHConf. And everything is on our website. Things are live. I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you so much for being part of this and helping make this event possible. Let's enjoy the next couple hours to wrap up, talk to each other, and get some sleep. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll see you all very soon.